guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Faye, and for today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys a bunch of products that I have been loving. It has been a minute since I have shared some of my favorites with you guys, and since we have transitioned into a new season, it is officially summer, hot girl summer if you ask me, because things are opening up, everybody's outside, everybody's trying to make up for lost time. So there are a good bit of products that I have kind of started using more so now that I'm readjusting to going back out into the world, to doing my makeup, to getting dressed up, getting cute, all that kind of stuff. And there's been a lot of products that I've been using for self-care and just for, you know, transitioning from quarantine to hot girl summer. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all a bunch of makeup, skincare, hair care, body care, just all kind of stuff that I have been loving. Every single thing that I mentioned to you guys, I will have linked for you guys down below in the description. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So to get started, I think I'm going to share with you guys skincare, then body care, then 2 hair products I've been loving, and then we'll save the makeup until the end. So I will have timestamps for you guys in the description as well as on the play bar. So if you want to skip to a specific category, you can do that. I'll have all that information listed for you in the description as well as along the play bar. So let's go ahead and start off with skincare. I have 4 products to share with you guys in the skincare category. The first one is this product from One Size Beauty. I can't remember if I have mentioned this to you guys in the past or not here on my channel, but One Size is a brand that was created by Patrick Starr, who is also a creator here on YouTube. And this is a product that came out with his original launch when he first launched his brand. And this is a makeup dissolving mist. I picked up the deluxe size, or like the deluxe travel size, because I wanted to try it out before I committed to the full size, and I will definitely be picking up the full size of this product. This is what it looks like up close, and I really love this for taking off my makeup. It does such a great job of just dissolving everything off of your face in preparation for removing all of your makeup. So it has a little spray here. It's kind of like an aerosol spray, similar to like the Morphe setting mist, and you literally just spray it all over your face, let it sit for a minute or 2, and then your makeup will just, you'll actually see your makeup starting to not dissolve but loosen up. Another thing that I really love about this is that it doesn't drip off of your face. So after you spray it, it stays wherever you sprayed it, and it kind of just helps to break everything up in those areas, but it doesn't drip off of your face. And then you can go in with your cleansing balm or a makeup wipe or however it is that you like to remove your makeup before you actually cleanse your skin. So highly recommend this. Love that it comes in 2 sizes, so if you want to try it out, you have the option to get a smaller size before you commit to the full size. But mine is pretty much gone, so I will definitely be repurchasing. Highly recommend. And then next up, I have 1 moisturizer and 2 sunscreens. The moisturizer also has sunscreen in it though. This is the Murad Environmental Shield Essential C Day Moisture Broad Spectrum SPF 30. Very long name, but this is what the product looks like. I have been using this as my everyday moisturizer because it does a really great job of not only moisturizing my skin, not leaving behind a greasy residue because I do have oily skin, but it's a 2-in-1 moisturizer and sunscreen. If there's one thing that I have learned this summer, it's the importance of wearing sunscreen. I used to be so kind of wishy-washy when it came to applying sunscreen regularly, and I have been like so on top of it now, especially after having an allergic reaction on my skin recently. It's just so important to take care of your skin, especially if you're using active ingredients in your serums or in anything that you're putting on your face. You want to make sure that you're protecting your skin by using a sunscreen. So I really like this one because it's giving me the vitamin C, it's giving me the moisture, and it's giving me the SPF all in one without me having to apply 3 different products. So this has definitely been in heavy rotation for me as my daytime moisturizer. But whenever I want to use another moisturizer, or if I ever feel like I need a little added protection, I have these 2 sunscreens that I have been loving. The first one is from Tula. This is the Protect and Glow Daily Sunscreen Gel, and it's SPF 30. I really love this one for those days where I feel like my skin needs a little bit of moisture. Believe it or not, even though I do have oily skin, there are days where I feel like my skin just needs a little something extra, and that's when I will reach for this one. I love the glow that it gives to the skin. skin without making me more oily or without having a greasy residue. That's a huge thing for me, having oily skin. My oils give me enough on my face. I don't want anything that's going to add to the oils or to giving me any type of residue or feeling of something on my skin. So I really like this one because, like I said, it gives your skin a really nice glow, gives you a little extra moisture, gives you the protection from the sun, but it doesn't leave behind any kind of heavy residue or feeling of having something on your face, and it also smells pretty good. And then last but not least, I have this one. This is a newer one to my collection. I picked this up during the last VIB sale, and this is the Peter Thomas Roth Max Matte Shine Control Sunscreen, and this one actually has SPF 45. So the SPF on this one is a little bit higher than the other two that I just shared, but this is one that I will reach for on the days where my skin is a little bit oily, or if I know I'm going to be out in the sun and I just need something that's going to help me to stay matte while still protecting my skin. I will reach for this one. And it does say on the back that it's a mattifying cream that has a powder dry, undetectable, shine-free finish that helps absorb excess oils. And the other thing I like about all three of these that I just shared with you is that none of them have a white cast, which is, I know, like a big thing for sunscreens. None of these give you that white cast. They absorb into the skin really nicely. And like I said, I don't even know how many times at this point, they don't leave behind a greasy residue on the skin, which is so important to me. So protect your skin, y'all. We're fully in summer now, and I know a lot of y'all are probably starting to get out a little bit more, so be sure that you are protecting your skin, your lips, your body by wearing SPF. So speaking of body, I have a couple of body care products that I want to share with you guys. The first two are exfoliators, and both of them are probably exfoliators that you guys have heard about before. The first one is from the brand Skin Fix. I actually had never tried anything from this brand until I heard so many people trying it out and absolutely loving it. So this is the Resurface Glycolic Renewing Scrub. It's a double duty pre-shower body peel and polish for rough, bumpy, and crepey skin. I have been using this specifically for my back and my chest. I wouldn't necessarily say that I have crepey skin, but I do have some discoloration on my back, and I've noticed that I've started to have some bumpiness on my arms. My husband thinks I may be starting to develop like spots of eczema because I've never had it before, and they kind of flare up at times and then they're kind of there but not really at other times. So I have been getting into I've always been into using exfoliators, but I've been a little bit more like OD on it lately, and I actually really like this one. So with this particular exfoliator, what I like to do is I will get in the shower. It's a couple ways you can do it. You can get in the shower but don't turn the water on, or you can turn the water on, because me, I like to let my water, you know, heat up, get a little hot. So I'll turn it on, but I'll turn the shower head off of me so that I'm not getting wet when I get in the shower. Then I'll get in the shower, squeeze this in my hands, rub it on the areas that I want to focus on, which is usually my arms, my chest, and my back. And then I kind of just let it sit for a minute or so while my water is getting heated up, and then you rinse it off. When you rinse this off, your skin will feel so buttery smooth. I actually was a little bit shocked the first time that I tried it, because when you're applying it to your body, it feels literally like just a dry body scrub. So you don't expect for your skin to feel so soft when you rinse it off, but this, you guys, a must-have. I'll have it linked for you guys down below. It feels amazing. It really does feel amazing on your skin when you're rinsing it off. It's almost like all of the exfoliating beads just dissolve, and it just leaves behind a super smooth, soft texture to your skin. I have been loving this. Definitely recommend. Another one that I recommend that works really well is this one from First Aid Beauty. This is the KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub with 10% AHA, and it's also really great for sensitive skin, which I do have. This one kind of does something a little bit similar to this one, except you don't have to use it before you get wet in the shower. So with this one, I will do my normal, you know, body washing routine, and then I'll just go in with this as my exfoliator. And I do find that this has really helped with smoothing out my skin texture. So if you have texture on your skin, really both of these do a really great job with that, and you can get both of them at Sephora. But with this one in particular, I think because it has that AHA in it, it's going to do a really great job of just smoothing out any bumps or any texture that you have on your skin. So definitely had to give those two a shout out. And then of course, when you get out of the shower, you want to make sure that you are moisturizing your skin. And I have been loving this moisturizer from Josie Maran. I picked mine up in the scent Vanilla, Pure Vanilla Bean. And you guys, I have been asleep on this. So many people have talked about how much they love this this body butter, and it's for good reason. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but I pretty much am about halfway through with it. It has a really light vanilla scent, which I like because it doesn't overpower if you want to spray on a perfume afterwards, or if you want to mix in, like I like to mix in body oils with my moisturizers, so it doesn't compete with other scents that you may have in other products that you're applying to your body, but it does give you that really light kind of vanilla scent to it. And the thing that I really love about this, honestly, I didn't expect to love it as much as I do. I was just thinking, oh, it's just gonna be a body butter, it'll be cool, I'll try it out, everybody's talking about it. But this makes your skin literally look like it is glowing from within. It's gonna make your skin look so healthy, so hydrated, so like, I don't even know the words to say to describe, but your skin will, like the way that you want your body to look if you were having a photo shoot on the beach, that's what this is going to give you. That glowing, just beautiful, hydrated look to your skin and to your body. This will give it to you. And I was also surprised that it's not super expensive, because like we know the Laura Mercier body butter, I think it's like $70 something. Ain't nobody trying to be spending $70 something every time you need to re-up on a body butter. I think this one runs you around $20 something or so, which isn't bad. And Josie Maran has really, really great products with really great ingredients in them. So yes, would highly recommend this one. I have been loving it. And then last but not least, for body products, well, I have a body makeup item, but we'll keep that in the makeup category. But lastly, for body products, I have two items that I have been using that are specifically for razor bumps, for ingrown hairs, if you do your own bikini maintenance at home. I know we've all kind of started trying to learn to do all of our own self-care maintenance things at home after everything being closed down for a year and all of that kind of stuff. And some of us may not want to have to go back to paying for those services now that we've kind of been forced into learning how to handle them ourselves at home. So I actually discovered two products that have been working wonders for me, specifically on my bikini area, because I personally do not get waxes on my bikini area. Maybe a little TMI, but I tried it one time like in preparation for my wedding, and I legit was in tears. I was like, I barely made it through the whole appointment. So yeah, I decided waxing is not for me. So I do shave the hair on my body, and I wanted to get something that would help with discoloration for one, because that is something that can happen when you shave your skin, and also with just keeping ingrown hairs at bay, just so that I don't have to be worried about it. So I found two products that work really, really well. The first one is Tinned Skin. Both of these items you can find at Ulta. Again, I'll have everything that I'm talking about linked for you guys down below. But this is specifically for ingrown hairs, razor bumps, and for people who shave and wax. And this stuff really is the truth. I had heard several people talk about using this, and you know, sometimes you hear people talk about things and you aren't sure if it's kind of gimmicky or if it'll really work for you. This right here really will work very well. And the other thing I really like about this is I can use it and my husband can use it if he has any ingrown hairs on his face or anything like that. We can both use it. So we're kind of killing two birds with one stone with this product. But it does say on the back that it reduces the appearance of unsightly razor bumps, ingrown hairs, and redness from shaving, waxing, and electrolysis for men's faces, necks, and women's legs, underarms, and bikini lines. Now, I bought this and I had a like an ingrown hair. I applied it to the ingrown hair at night, like after I showered, before I went to bed. When I tell you, when I woke up the next morning, it was significantly reduced. I was shook. So after that, I knew the next time I sat down to film a favorites video, I would have to put y'all onto this, especially for all my girls, like I said, that shave or have any issues with ingrown hairs or anything like that. Even for waxing, it does say on here for shaving and waxing. This right here, you need. And then the next thing is from the brand Filt'r. Now this brand can be a little bit pricey. The item that I actually heard a lot of people talking about was their oil. And it's a little tiny little bottle that's like $30 or something like that. And you use it also on your bikini area or, you know, areas where you shave and stuff like that. Well, I happened to be moseying around in Ulta and I had no idea that they actually sold this brand. I was gonna order it off of Amazon, but I'm really happy that I found it in Ulta because they had a bunch of other other items that you could purchase from the brand besides just the oil. I only knew about the oil. But this is the Ingrown Eliminator, powerful and smoothing. And on the back it says it's natural skincare and hair care for up top, down there, and everywhere in between. So basically it's post hair removal care. And the one that I got are actually these little mitts. So there's a bunch of little packets in here that look like this. And on the inside, I'm not gonna open one because I don't wanna waste it. These are, you know, well, I won't say they're not cheap, but I don't want to waste it. So basically, it has a little mitt in here and you just stick your finger in there and it's already pre-soaked in the oil. So instead of purchasing the bottle of oil, these are little like exfoliating mitts that are infused with the oil already. So you just put it on your finger and then you can just use it wherever it is that you want to use it. So between this product and this product, I've been getting my little bikini area together. So definitely had to share those two with you guys. And then before I move into the makeup products, because a lot of what I'm going to mention with the makeup stuff is stuff that I have mentioned in tutorials that I have posted recently that products I have been loving and featuring. I'm going to show y'all two hair products that I have been obsessed with lately. So the first one blew me away. I got this from Sephora. This is from Drybar and this is their blow dry brush. Now I picked this up because I do have natural hair. And I actually didn't purchase it for my natural hair. I purchased it when I had a sew-in. So normally when I get sew-ins, I do have leave out. And I noticed, I was over, like when I wash my hair, it was such a process to dry my weave and to dry my hair. And this last time I got a sew-in, normally I only do leave out in the front and on my edges, but this last time, since my hair has grown so much, I actually did leave out all the way around the perimeter, and it was just kind of a bit of a process to blow dry my leave out all the way around the perimeter and to blow dry my weave. It was just a process. So I started looking into these blow dry brushes. There are a lot of companies that sell these. I know Revlon has one. I think there's a bunch of different companies that sell these. And so I did a little bit of research and I ended up deciding to go with this one from Drybar. And when I tell you guys, if you are somebody that, even if you're not natural, but especially if you are natural and you like to wear your hair straight, or if you wear sew-ins and you just want something to make the process of blow drying your hair a little bit easier, I highly, highly recommend this brush. I told my friend Andrea about it and she picked it up and used it to blow out her natural hair before she went and got braids for a trip that she went on, and she was obsessed with it. So literally everyone that I have been telling about this brush, they have purchased it and have loved it. You have a couple of different settings on here. There's a cool setting, a low setting, and then a high setting, and you can literally just like basically the same way that hairstylists round brush your hair when they're blow drying it. This is the blow dryer and the round brush in one. So you guys, I highly recommend this. It's a little bit more pricey. Drybar tools usually are a little bit more pricey, but I decided to just go ahead and purchase it because it's a product that, even though it's a little bit more expensive, I know I'm paying for quality and it will last me a really, really long time. I have not been disappointed with this product. I've used it several times already. Pretty much every single time I wash my hair, I use this, and it gets my hair so silky smooth. It gets my roots so silky smooth. and it makes it where I don't have to put as much heat on my hair when I'm flat ironing it, because this gets my hair so straight. So highly recommend. And if you didn't know, Sephora actually has an option through a company called KLARNA where you can pay, like you can split your payments over 4 payments. It's interest free. Like they don't charge you anything extra to do it like that, as long as you are approved to set up an account through the KLARNA app. There's several different, it's like Afterpay basically. So if you have Afterpay, then it works like exactly like that. And you can use that whenever you're making purchases on Sephora. So I know I'm mentioning a lot of stuff. There may be a ton of things that you're interested in checking out. So if you want to be able to pick up a couple of things and not have to pay for it all at once, then you can use KLARNA. So I'll have a link for y'all down below. This isn't sponsored. I actually used it when I bought this brush, so that's why I'm telling y'all about it, because I didn't want to have to pay all the money up front when I bought the brush, but I needed the brush. So, well, I didn't need it, but y'all know what I mean. I needed it. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that to you guys. It's interest free. You know, it works literally exactly like Afterpay. So I'll have a link for you guys down below for that as well if you're interested in using that for anything that you want to purchase from Sephora, or also tons of other sites. But anywho, the next item that I have is a waver, and you probably notice in my hair, this is a headband wig. But I have these waves. It's giving braid out vibes, and I actually use this hair waver. It looked a lot more, this is probably like after a week or so of waving the hair. I haven't redone it, but I mean, I still think it looks good. It gives it a nice little texture, which I think is a nice vibe for the summertime. And the thing that I really like about this waver, first of all, this is from Bedhead. This is the Bedhead A Wave We Go hair waver. And the reason why I decided to get this one, because this is another product I did a lot of research on, and there are tons of different hair wavers out there. But I decided to go with this one, number one, because it was easily accessible. You can get it from Target and Ulta. I got mine from Ulta. And number two, it actually has an adjustable waver. So you can do big waves, or you can crank it down and do smaller waves. And it just gives you a bunch of different options in one waver, so you're not like, you don't have to do the same size crimp every single time. If you want to switch it up, you have a bunch of different options. And it also heats up to 400 degrees. And yeah, I've been loving it. I've used it a couple of times already, and it waves, it like gets your hair done really fast. You don't have to leave it on your hair for a super long time, and it wasn't super expensive because it's a Bedhead product. I think it was like $40 maybe, which I think is a great price for something where you can get multiple size waves. So yeah, I'll link that for you guys down below as well. Like I said, I got mine from Ulta. And last but not least, let's go ahead and get into the makeup. I know that this is about to be a super long video. I'm going to try my best when I'm doing the edit to cut it down a little bit. But I know I have a lot of products that I'm sharing with you guys. So yes, let's go ahead and get into the makeup really quickly. I'm going to try to speed through this because a lot of these products I've mentioned on my channel before, with the exception of this first one. This one is from Fenty. This is the Fenty Beauty Body Sauce, and I picked mine up in the shade number 3, Agave Spice. I have never really been super into body makeup. Body highlighter, yes, not so much body makeup. But for Memorial Day, I went to a pool party, and I had picked this up already during the VIB sale, the last one. And I went to a pool party, so I decided to use this like on my chest, on my arms, and it literally matched me perfectly, and it just gave me that nice kind of bronzy glow to the skin, and just kind of evened out my skin tone and everything, and just made my body look really nice and bronze. So I highly recommend this. I know there are a lot of brands that have body makeup out, but I did really like this one. It says on the back it's a body luminizing tint, and I believe, I'm not sure if it's waterproof or not. I would assume that it would be, because this is kind of like a summer product and you don't want to be sweating and getting it like all over your clothes and stuff like that. I didn't have any issues with it when I used it, and I was wearing a white bathing suit. I didn't have any issues. So yeah, I did want to mention this one because, again, it's summertime, we outside, we want to make sure our skin is glowing and looking bronzy and healthy and moisturized. So I would definitely recommend this. And while we are on skin products, I have two foundation type products that I want to mention to you guys. The first one is the Fenty Skin Tint. I'm not going to talk a ton about this because I did do a full face of Fenty recently, which I'll link for you guys, where I spoke in depth about this product, and I also did a wear test. I have the shades number 16 and number 14. Number 16 is matching me the best right now because it's summertime, but I do really like these, number one, because even though they're a skin tint and they're super lightweight on the face, they still give you a decent amount of coverage, which I do need personally because I do have like some hyperpigmentation and like different skin concerns that I want to cover up. So I've really been loving the trend of these skin tints giving us lightweight makeup but still giving us a little bit of coverage. So highly recommend those. And then also a new favorite to my collection is this foundation from Pat McGrath. I'm so late on getting this. I have mine in the shade medium 18. I know people have been raving about this for the longest time. I was on the fence about it for so long because of the price, but I finally decided to pick it up during the last VIB sale, and I'm so happy that I did because I am obsessed. I'm wearing it on my face right now, and my skin has legit never looked better, especially recently because, like I mentioned to you guys earlier in the video, I did have an allergic reaction and my skin has not been the same since then, and it's been about 2 months, and I do still have like some breakouts that I'm trying to tame, some discoloration and like scarring that was left behind after the allergic reaction went away, and it's just been a bit of a process for me trying to like get my skin back to how it was before that, and not all makeup is laying amazingly on top of this newfound texture that I have on my skin, but this right here is super lightweight. It lays on the skin beautifully, and honestly, like I said, I have pretty much since that allergic reaction happened to my skin has not looked better prior to putting this on my face, if that makes sense. So I would highly recommend this. I think this is a great all year round foundation, but especially if you're somebody that is wanting something a little bit extra than a skin tint, but you still want it to be lightweight for summer, this is a really great option. It's medium coverage, and you can just go in with a little bit of concealer in the areas that you need a little something extra. Which, speaking of which, my newfound favorite concealer is these from NARS. These are the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealers. I have two. One is in the shade Caramel, which is my skin tone shade, and then the other is in the shade Sucre d'Orge, which hopefully I'm saying that right, but I'll have it listed for you guys down below. I have been absolutely loving these. These are super full coverage. They're not super thick though, which I like, but they're really full coverage. They're gonna give you that, like, if you're really trying to cover something up, these are gonna get it done. And what I actually did today is I applied this foundation, a nice even layer, and then on the areas where I had some darkness and things that I wanted to add a little bit of extra coverage, I just went in with this just on those areas and blended it out. And you would think that I had on a full coverage foundation, but really I just have on an even coverage of this, and then a little bit of this on the areas that needed something extra. I also really like to use these to carve out my eyebrows and to as a base on my eyelid before I go in with eyeshadow, because again, like I said, they're super full coverage and they are not like a they're not a liquidy consistency, so like you can control them really well. Like wherever it is that you're applying it on your face, it pretty much just stays where you put it, but it's not so thick or so matte that it's hard to blend out. Like it blends out really easily, but it still gives you that full coverage if that's something that you're looking for. So I have been loving these. Definitely will continue to purchase them because I have a feeling I'm going to be running through them because I use them for so many things. Like I said, from carving out my eyebrow to a primer on my eyelid to spot concealing on my face to concealing underneath, you know, darkness under my eyes. So many ways that I use these concealers, so definitely recommend those. And also, while we're on color correcting, or spot concealing I should say, I have been loving this color corrector from Black Radiance. This is the True Complexion HD Corrector, and I'm not for sure what shade I have, but I will list it for you guys down below in the description, because I think the shade was on the plastic, which I don't understand why brands do that, because then when you take the plastic off, you don't know what shade you have. But I know it's either the orange one or the peach one, so I'll look online and like make sure which one it is. I think it's the orange one, but I'll double check and list it for you down below. But I do really like this for color correcting, especially if you're looking for an affordable option. It has a little brush on the end similar to the LA Girl concealers, and it just does a really great job of color correcting darkness. So if you have discoloration on your face, if you have dark spots on your face, if you are dark around your mouth area, which is common for women of color, if you have darkness under your eyes, this is going to be your best friend when it comes to color correcting those areas and helping you to even out your skin tone underneath your foundation. So love this, super inexpensive. And then lastly, for concealer, I have this one from Makeup Forever. I've had this in my collection for a hot minute, but I feel like I remember using it and not really loving it, and then I came back to it. You guys know it goes like that sometimes. You use stuff, you don't love it at first, and then you come back to it and you fall in love with it. That is the love story of me in this concealer. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer, and I have mine in the shade number 3.6. I like to use this in conjunction with my other concealer, which is usually my Too Faced Sculpting Concealer in the shade Sand. So this shade in particular is a little bit light. This is what it looks like. And I think it's a little bit, just a little bit too light for my taste. So I do like it just right in this inner corner. And then everywhere else on the face, I like to just mix it in with the shade Sand from Too Faced, which is just a little bit darker and also a little more neutral. This is pretty warm, but this is going to give you full coverage. It gives you flawless, like the coverage and the finish is flawless. It's a little bit thick, so a little bit of it goes a long way, but it's not cakey on the skin, and it just gives you the most beautiful, flawless, full coverage look to your face, again, if that's something that you're looking for. So I love this specifically for underneath my eyes, especially right here in the inner corner where I really want to brighten, and also right up underneath my eye where I have a little bit of darkness. This does a really great job of covering it up and leaving your under eye looking flawless. Alright, so just a few more products to go. If you're still here with me, thank you for sticking it out. I know this is a little bit of a longer video, but I had a bunch of things I wanted to share with you guys, so hopefully you are enjoying it so far. So the next product that I want to share with you guys is this from Kaja. This is the Play Bento Blush and Bronzer, and I have mine in the shade number 2, Cloud Latte. So this is basically a stack that includes a blush, a cream bronzer, and a highlighter. So this is what the blush, I have the blush on my face right now, by the way, but this is what the shade looks like. And then this is what the highlighter looks like. If I can get it open. Okay, so this is what the highlighter looks like. It's probably blowing it out a little bit. I might have to give y'all some swatches. And then the cream bronzer looks like this. Really nice cream bronzer. So this is a perfect little trio for traveling, for taking on the go. It has everything that you need, and I think all three of the shades are really great for my complexion. The bronzer isn't too deep, it's not too warm or too neutral. It's like the perfect undertone, but it's not too dark. So it's really great for like everyday wear if you don't want something that's going to be too intense. And the blush and the highlighter, like I said, are also really great for everyday wear. The blush I have on my face right now. I've been loving it. I've been reaching for it like all the time. And yeah, it's not a super expensive product, but I have definitely been enjoying it. So the next two products that I want to share with you guys are from Rare Beauty. And if you've been watching my recent makeup tutorials, I have mentioned to you guys how much I have been loving both of these products. One is an eyeliner and one is a brow product. So the eyeliner is the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner. It's a black liner. This is what it looks like. Has a really nice fine tip. And the thing that really sold me on this eyeliner is, number one, it's super black. I have it on my my eye right now as my wing. It's matte, it's black, and it lasts on my eye all day. So I'm somebody, I do have contacts, I do have sensitive eyes, so every now and then my eyes decide they want to get a little bit watery, and it usually tends to be at the most inopportune time when I have my makeup done. And the thing that I really love about this eyeliner is the first day that I wore it, I was kind of having watery eyes. It did not budge. And I also really like I said, it's nice and matte, nice and black, and it's really easy to apply. It just kind of like paints and glides right on. You don't have to keep going over certain sections over and over to get it really nice and deep and black. It's really easy to use, and I have just really been enjoying it. And then same thing with the brow pencil. This is the Brow Harmony pencil in deep brown. This comes with a brow pencil on one end. It's like an angled kind of brow pencil, and then on the other side you have a brow gel. Now, to be perfectly honest, I haven't really used the brow gel a ton, but I do use the brow pencil all the time. The deep brown, I like to use it in conjunction with whatever other brow pencils I'm using, because it's a little bit darker, so it helps to give my brows a little bit of dimension. But I will apply this product as like the final step to really sculpt the brow and to like finish it off. And this is another product that stays in place all day. So I don't know what Selena has in these two products in particular, but when I put them on my face, I can guarantee that whatever situation I'm going to be in throughout the day, those two products are going to last, and they are going to hold me down and I'm not going to have any issues with them. So I've really been loving them. Definitely recommend. And then finally, last but not least, I wanted to share with you guys my lip combo that I recently have been absolutely loving. So this lip, I feel like, is such a perfect everyday vibe for a lip. You can wear it with full glam like I'm wearing it today, or you can also wear it with not full glam, like when I just have on a basic makeup look, no lashes, no eyeshadow, no wing liner and all of that, just mascara, you know, nice little foundation. It's still a really nice everyday nude lip. And what I did is I used the Shayla x ColourPop BFF3 lip liner, and then I topped that with my Fenty Stunna lip paint in the shade Unbutton, and I just apply it to my bottom lip and then blot them together until it kind of blends out. And then after that, I go in with a gloss. So the gloss that I have been using is limited edition, so I didn't even bother to take it out. It's a Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Cake something, in the shade Cake Shake. So this is what it looks like. It came out with a little holiday set, but I don't believe that you can get that shade anymore. But today I actually use the original Fenty Glow. So the difference is the Cake Shake is going to lean a little bit more brown beigey tone, and then, or like, yeah, brown beigey, kind of with a hint of champagne shimmer to it. And then, you know, Fenty Glow leans a little bit more pink. But either way, just apply a gloss on top, and this is the combo that you get. Now, I've had it on for a little bit, so it's fading some, but either way, I still really love how this lip combo looks on the lips. I think it's great for my complexion. I think it would work on a lot of different people's complexions, and you can kind of mix and match. Like if BFF3 is too dark for you or not dark enough for you, you can use a darker or lighter lip liner, and then Unbutton I think would still work because it's just a really nice neutral, well, I don't know if I would consider this warm or not, but it's like a beigey kind of pink nude. So yeah, that's my little lip combo that I have been loving. And actually, okay, I have one more product and then I promise I'll be done. I know, I feel like every time I film favorites videos now, they just go like on and on and on, but it's honestly just because I don't film them monthly like how I used to back in the day. So when I sit down to film them, I have so many new products that I want to share with you guys. So this is the last thing for real. So this is actually a bag that I picked up from CalPack. It's a backpack, and I'm not sure if they call it like a work bag, but I know a lot of people get it and use it as a work bag. So this is what it looks like. and it opens in the front and also in the back. And then it also has this flap that you can put on your suitcase. So it's really great for travel, which is honestly why I bought it, and also because it's cute. But I bought it for mostly travel. It has a zipper in the front, and then like I said, it opens. And I also like that the zippers zip all the way down, so you can open it all the way up. And it has a zipper here in the front. It has 2 flaps here, and then a pocket, and then same thing in the back, except in the back you just have like one big open pocket, and then you also have this little flap that you can put your computer in. So I wanted to share this really quickly. I'll put a link down below. I think it would make it a little bit easier for you guys to see like how the bag looks. But I've been using this to carry like my computer, all of my like hard drives and accessories and all of that kind of stuff for my computer, and just all of my YouTube related or like technology related type stuff, especially when I'm traveling. And then also I picked up from the same company this little organizer case, which has been so helpful for me, honestly, because I have so much stuff that I need to keep up with when it comes to my like tech related items. So this has really been a lifesaver with helping me to stay organized. So I have a zipper on the front. There's also a zipper in the back. And then when you open it up, you have all of these compartments. So at the top, you have one big zipper. So I just have a bunch of cords, a block for a charger, different cords for my hard drives and for my computer, some headphones. And then down here you have 2 pockets, and then these little inserts. So I have like this little thing that I keep my memory cards in. I have one of my hard drives. I have another hard drive here. This little remote that you can connect to your camera to take pictures of yourself, or to your phone to take pictures of yourself. And yeah, this has just been a lifesaver. Like, to me, I feel like I can be so much more productive when I'm organized. So yeah, I just saw this sitting down here and I meant to mention it, so I just wanted to throw that in really quickly. But yeah, girl, this is about to be a long video. I already know. I'm probably gonna have to cut out some of the things or try to just cut down some of my talking, but hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Hopefully you found it interesting. If there was anything that you heard me talk about that you're interested in, like I said, I will leave it linked for you guys down below. And yeah, that is all that I have for you guys. So thanks so much again for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.